Welcome back to Pullman, Washington. We're ready to go between Oregon and Washington State, the Ducks and the Cougars. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start with Oregon. 4 players in double digits for Oregon this year. Freshman Chance Gray, Grace Van Sluten as well. Tuhina Pau now a junior, but they are led by India Rogers, the senior out of Dallas, Texas, the transfer from USC. She's an exciting player. For Washington State, of course, Charlisse Leger-Walker, one of the best scorers in the entire country at 18.8 points a game, but also Tara Walla coming on in her career near double digits. Bella Murekatete proves to be large tonight for Washington State if they hope to earn this victory against the Oregon Ducks, who, by the way, are number 21 in the net ranking.
They're so close in so many of their games. Many of their last few games have been decided within 10 points. So they're right there. They just can't quite finish.
And it's really bizarre as the tip is underway. We're underway at the Beasley Coliseum, but Oregon on offense, one of the most efficient teams in the top 20, in fact.
Yeah.
But yet they struggle to score at times. They'll go through droughts that have not been seen in a long time in this program's history. Greg Heister, Stephanie Hawk-Freeman. We are courtside for this tilt between Washington State and Oregon. And the Cougars with the basketball to begin. Johanna Teder with the ball to the free throw line. Skip to the corner. Ula Matuga for 3. First shot is true for the Cougars.
Well, great start if you're Washington State, needing to put up big points. And if you can get Ula Matuga in that baseline to stretch that defense out, it's going to make it that much more difficult for the Ducks to defend.
Ula shooting 34% on the season from 3. This is Pau trying to create some space. And now Gray, talented freshman, number 2. 9 on the shot clock. Pau the drive. The runner in the lane won't go. Got it back. Another chance. And a reset for Oregon. This team averaging about 76 points a game. Washington State at 68%. But as we said, it's been a struggle lately for the Ducks to score in 3 seconds on the shot clock. Pau's got to get it off, threw it up with the left hand, did not get it off in time. A shot clock violation, Cougar basketball. So let's explore these offensive numbers. They've scored less than 60 points in 4 of their last 5 games, and 6 of the last 8 they've shot the ball below 40%.
Yeah, well, and you can go back to a couple weekends ago to where they went 0 for 16 behind the 3-point line against Colorado, and then the next night they go 9 for 18 versus Utah and scores 92 points. The consistency just has not been there.
This is Chance Gray, the freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Jump shot is good. Maybe that gets Oregon going. It's not like they haven't had great quarters or even great halves. It's not like they don't have great wins this year. It's just at times they go start cold. And Bella Murekatete all alone on the weak side. Might be her best asset. And now she's brought that 3-point shot into her game as well. Rogers missing her first look. And now Hurst, another chance for 3.
And Che, great job. She brings so much height into this game. 6'8".
Maybe that one gets her going. Leger-Walker to the post. Murekatete can't reel it in.
You like that. If you can get your shooters rolling, right, open up the inside to let Che go to work.
Van Sluten going to work. Motuga. This is Leger-Walker. 10 are open. 3 on the way. Shot is long. Motuga trying to reel that in.
She is strong, right? She's not going to go anywhere, but Van Sluten sticks with it and able to finish that through. Nice aggressive play by that freshman.
I'm not quite sure the word strong does Motuga justice. It's literally a brick wall in there for the Cougars. 2 rebounds, and we're tied at 7. Only 1 game separating these 2 teams in the Pac-12 conference. Van Sluten's jump shot free throw line is good. She's got back-to-back buckets. Oregon with their first lead.
You know, Clark comes back in her first game for the season and had her career-high 14 points. Ula Matuga had her first double-double.
And there you see the versatility of Charlisse Leger-Walker.
Yeah, and it gave them a ranked win over, at the time, the Ducks were ranked 21-18 in the polls.
Good defense there, but Kennedy Basham picked up the loose ball. Got Leger-Walker on the wing. 3 on the way. Gray underneath and digs out the rebound. Great rebound by the 5'9" freshman. Coast to coast. Left-hand drop.
She's got a motor. She is quick, and Pau with the steal.
Tuhina takes it back. got it off in time. And it's a 13-9 start between Oregon and Washington State in Pullman. And I've had many conversations with Katie over these last few years, too. She's a junkie.
Yeah.
Like, she is a junkie about basketball.
Retains that information.
Teder, 3 drops.
I think it comes natural when you just naturally love the game, right? Just follow the sport. And
when your husband's a Power 5 basketball coach. That's a good move inside, but Gray can't finish. Outlet, Tuhina to Teder. Pow is back. Left hand drops. Washington State with back-to-back buckets. 5-0 run. They lead at 14-13. Oregon needs a bucket. Murekatete the poke. And again, the run out past to Teder. Left hand drops. Johanna Teder in the zone right now.
Yeah, great start for the second quarter for the Cougs. And Coach Graves is saying, hey, Washington State has to go on the road and play UCLA and USC. So it's really important that they take care of home court advantage here. But a win for both of these teams is so critical to get that momentum going into the Pac-12.
India Rogers with her first bucket from the elbow. Oregon with the answer, 1-point game. It's funny, these games are so much about flow, and you get into these runs, you score points in a bucket load, and then you just go ice cold. Murekatete will go to the free throw line. Foul called here on Filipino. Yeah, it was then a career high 33 points against Washington State, but she followed that up with 35 points in the game against Utah. So, again, India Rogers is one of these players that can score with anybody in the country, and when she gets it going, you got to slow her down, because if you don't, she'll single-handedly beat you. She's that kind of player. To the post, Van Sluten the catch, great position through 2 defenders. Glazer, though, clears the miss.
Yeah, Van Sluten posting up really, really hard, but just hasn't been able to finish there recently here in the post.
Tuhina. .13 on the shot clock. Astera, freshman from Kosovo, will shoot the 3. Bingo!
And another really exciting freshman out on the court here. She has been such a pleasure to watch out there. She has stepped up big for the Cougs, getting a lot of minutes here as a young player.
Yeah, one of those players with great IQ, of course.
Yeah.
Had a lot of years over in Europe against women a lot older than her. She came here battle-tested, and there you see the range from Grace Van Sluten. What a player. And really, when you look at her, she's cut out of the mold of what Kelly Grace wants from a post, right? Long, but obviously she's tough, too, but can really run the floor.
Yeah, well, and then she's knocking down that 15-foot shot, too. And you can see Charlisse Leger-Walker just finding a seam there.
And they built this 5-point lead. Murekatete, is Rogers a bit out of control on that penetration. Leger-Walker, shifty. Wallach.
She can go to the rim like we just saw there, draw the foul. She can shoot it deep. She's got the mid-range game. And then, most importantly, she sets up her teammates. She's averaging over 4 assists a game. That's second in the Pac-12. Wazoo, 11-0 when she has 5 or more assists.
Makes everybody better.
Can take over when necessary or get her teammates involved.
And Rogers now looking a bit more aggressive. Teder, step back 3. Heat check there. Rogers the rebound, head up with steam. Poked away. Tuhina picks it up. Astera takes it the distance.
We've seen a lot of deflections of the Ducks passes already tonight.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Basham, nice catch. Van Sluten, a lot of trouble, and turned it over. Here's Teder. Grace Sarver, baseline jumper. Gray, blocked by Wallach.
And Gray can really get up the court. She has shown some jets today. You can see her, she's just motoring it. But Wallach, we talked about the length that she brings at 6'2".
Washington State seems to be engaged defensively tonight. Powell will inbound it. Taylor Hosendog, number 11 on the floor for Oregon. Here's Basham. 10 on the shot clock. Powell. Still looking for her first bucket. Gray, the three.
Wow, that was pretty.
Bring the rain with that bomb.
That was pretty.
Why wait? Got to stop the ball. Tuhina now with 7 points. She's 3 of 4, 3 rebounds and an assist. Here's Gray. Pull up won't go. Tip back by Basham. Looked like a volleyball player on that play.
Yeah, great job just keeping it up. The quick tip drill right there.
Murekatete diving in left hand, left it short, and Basham clears it.
But you have to see how far Murekatete has to go to try and get that away from the length of Basham.
And Basham from 16. Showing range. There's still 10-second differential between the two clocks, so Oregon will have another chance after this possession for Washington State. Cougars up by 4. Leger-Walker to Tuhina. Tedar, 10 on the shot clock. Clark posting up inside. Tedar's 3 on the way. Long, loose. Batted around, grabbed by Powell. Oregon will play for 1. Tuhina patrols the defense. And there's a block called on Johanna Teder. Here's the catch. Van Sluten should have brought it down and then went up, I think. Leger-Walker does not get it off in time, but a good first half in Pullman. Washington State with a 4-point lead. Washington State's got to be better on the offensive end, and Oregon's got to quit turning it over. All right, Greg Heister, Stephanie Hawk-Freeman. We're underway. Start of the third quarter here at Beasley Coliseum. Here's Tedar. The drive.
And you can see Basham, because of her performance in that first half, she's getting the start in the second half over Che.
Leger-Walker missing inside. Charlisse now 2 of 10 in the game. Rogers. Great fake, but missed the 3. Wallach clears the miss. But we saw her hit those little step-out jumpers in that first half. Wallach, great stop. Rogers hunting a shot here. Got inside, trying to go to the corner, but Wallach deflection out, but it leaves just 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, you can see the reason why she's successful there is because she's got Ula Matuga running the lane as well. Only one Duck defender back, having to kind of choose between the two.
Basham had to heave it up, but did not get it off in time. Got to get open. Leger-Walker. Murekatete going at Basham. Step through, nice finish. Murekatete with 7. Tuhina trying to direct the traffic. Now India Rogers going baseline on Motuga. Murekatete there to help. Basham jump shot is short. They're getting good looks.
Yeah.
It's not dropping right now for Oregon. Tedar's 3. Bingo. Johanna Teder now 2 of 7 from deep. Washington State now their largest lead of this game is at 11. You don't want to be the first team that isn't great. Right? And so they do feel that pressure.
Yeah, when you start pressing and you start wondering, and when you start pressing your shots, just like we've seen, they don't fall.
And let the cards fall where they're going to fall. But compete.
They've been in almost every loss, right? They've been there. They've had chances to win. They just haven't been able to finish out.
As far as spectacular plays, but as far as playing together, being tough, great chemistry, back-to-back trips to the NC2A tournament, a chance this year to make it 3 in a row.
You've been through the trenches. You've been through the highs, the lows. Really fun to watch this team play because they play a lot of team basketball. They share the ball. They get good shots.
And there's Rogers to rise and drop. back to single digits, down to 8. Rogers with 6. Jessica Clark left alone. Missed the shot. Motuga offensive rebound. Van Sluten there to block it. Got it back. Loose, and there's the whistle and the foul call. He believes that they've got to get to 18 wins on the season. They're currently 14-11, which means they've got to win 3 of their last 4 and at least 1 in the Pac-12 tournament to get to 18, and then he believes they will be in. Otherwise, they've got to win their next 4.
Yeah. The one thing that they do have going for them is that they get to play the Arizona schools at home. So you do get a finish at home, but you still have to do. You gotta do work here on the road.
But as we're going to find out here in a moment, those are no easy victories against the Arizona schools. 38-29. And Oregon has started this quarter 1 of 5. Washington State now 3 of 10. They've missed their last 5. And Motuga will go to the free throw line. That foul called on Elise Hurst. What a career it's been. Kind of the heart and soul in my mind. She really sets the tone, I think, physically. And I think emotionally as well.
Yeah.
She's always playing hard.
Playing hard, smiling. She's on the all-time games played list as well, listed at number 4. I mean, she's just been a rock for this program for so long.
That shot is off. 1 and 2 for Motuga. Well, Oregon, they've got to find some secret sauce here. Rogers wanting the screen. Uncertain right now where she should be. Rogers the drive down the lane. Runner goes. India Rogers, great bucket there. She's got 8. 8-point game. Johanna Teder. Tuhina certainly allows Charlisse to play without the ball in her hands.
Yeah. With her in, that gives you 2 ball handlers, right?
And here's a freshman from North Bend, Washington, Lauren Glazer. Missing the front end. All first-team player in the state of Washington. Cougars now 0 for 6. 0 for their last 6, but 1 of 2 from the line. The lead grows to 9. Tuhina Paopao back on the floor for the Ducks. If Oregon's going to come back, you got to believe Paopao's got to be involved. Rogers inside, kick out. Gray. There's Rogers, 8 on the shot clock. India to the free throw line. Now the drive on Murekatete, and what a finish. India Rogers.
Yeah, Oregon's really just opening it up, trying to get her in there, get going downhill.
Leger-Walker, Gray, Rogers, great catch. Nope, no bucket. Offensive foul. What a crazy game basketball is. And Rogers for 3, missed it. Trey trying to keep it alive, earn the extra possession. And that's off of Teder.
Really going at it. You're diving on the floor for the extra possessions. You can just feel the intensity just rise up a little bit here.
53 to go in this third quarter. Here's Rogers. Chance Gray driving on Clark. Got the edge. And a chance for 3 for Chance Gray. That was her first bucket here in the third quarter. She can get to 10 points with a free throw. She's a 91.5% shooter. Best number on this team. Drops it through. Great shooter from the line. 3-point play, 4-point game. Washington State has missed their last 8 field goal attempts. It's either good or ice cold, it seems, for both these teams tonight. And a foul away from the ball. And this will be on Elise Hurst. And now I believe they've missed their last 8. 2 of 3 from the line, 6 points for Charlisse, 1 of 2 on this trip.
How do you get out of that lull? How do you break through that? And we saw that they got it done defensively.
The Ducks draining the clock, about 3 seconds between the 2 clocks. Rogers with 10 points. And now the drive at the elbow, little stutter, got in, blocked by Bella Murekatete.
So right here, now you can see the tension Rogers is getting because she's had success on those drives.
Gray for 3. Off the front of the rim, long rebound to Wallach. Leger-Walker peeks at the clock. She's got time. Here's the rise. Shot on the way, and it's off the front of the rim. It would have counted. We got a beauty lining up in Pullman. Washington State. So here we go. Oregon's got to keep control of the ball. They can't give it up. Chance Gray's been huge for the Ducks, and there you go. Gave it right to Johanna Teder. Bella Murekatete lays it in. Washington State begins the fourth with a bucket.
Yeah, just the quick pick there, the quick hands by Teder, allowing the Cougs to get up the floor, and you're seeing the bigs, Murekatete running the floor, multiple players getting the easy look.
Yeah, Che unable to finish the miss from Hurst, and now a chance for Washington State. Murekatete dives in and drops it through. Bella with 11.
And if you watch on that miss, the Ducks are coming back in man-to-man. And the Cougs, I just feel like they've done a lot better executing against that man-to-man. They have had success against the zone, but if they can get stops, then they can go against the Ducks one-on-one instead of that zone.
The drive by Gray won't go. Wallach with the long rebound. Oregon had gotten it back to within 4. Washington State has extended it back to 9. With the ball, they can get their lead back to double digits on this possession. Teder. There's Tara Wallach, 7 on the shot clock. Murekatete spins. Left hand drops. Bella. Boy, she's been huge the last 3 or 4 minutes for Washington State.
Yeah, she really has. She's really finding her groove against Che. She's going to work. She's attacking that rim and finishing. Kind of that middle pack. UCLA, Arizona, USC sitting 9 at 5. Looking for who's going to be that 4 seed for that first bye at the Pac-12.
It's a big win.
Big win.
Rogers short on the jump shot. Tuhina the rebound. Oregon's missed 4 in a row now, 0 for 4 to begin the fourth. And this has been the MO for Oregon. They have fought. They've gotten back into games. Great cut here by Leger-Walker as she scores through Gray. India Rogers explodes to the rim, will shoot free throw. You got to stay in that move. At the very least, get to the free throw line. You got to hit him when you get there. Rogers is 76. 1 of 2 for Rogers.
They've brought themselves back in these games with the losses, and then they're just not able to finish in the last few minutes or last few possessions of the games. Very capable.
Rogers looks for the screen. And now one-on-one with Leger-Walker. Into the paint. Here's Gray. Chance with a drive. Scoop. Goes. 49-39. Back to 10.
Well, you could see there that Tuhina just reached at Gray when she was dribbling that. And when she reached, she overextended herself, and Gray took advantage. He got to the rim.
Chance now with 12, but Tuhina somehow wide open, missed the 3. Oregon lucky there. Rogers, some nifty ball handling. Skip to the corner. Hanson's 3 on the way. They need it. Van Sluten, offensive board, and it's short. Got it back, up and good.
We've seen how difficult it is to get a win on the road here in the Pac-12.
Now they'll also take into consideration that Charlisse Leger-Walker did not play in 4 of those losses at home on this floor against USC, UCLA, Colorado, and Utah. As Bella Murekatete, 2 more, 15 points. She leads all scorers. They will take into consideration that their best player wasn't involved in those 4 games.
Yeah, and they competed in those games, right? They were close competitions. And I really like here, we asked Coach Etheridge at halftime, what about Bella getting her involved? And she said, taking what they're giving her.
And there's Chance Gray from downtown. That's what Oregon needs.
Big shot. They really needed that, yeah. But Bella's just going to work. She's done a nice job of taking what the defense has given.
Chance Gray now with 15. She ties Bella Murekatete for the best in the game. Teder open 3. Boy, that back-to-back attempts for Washington State with wide open shooters. It was Tuhina a moment ago, and now up court. And that's off of Tuhina out of play. India Rogers. Big screen there, and a foul called on Basham. So the turnover, 17 now for Oregon in this game. It's resulted in 16 points for the Cougars. Skip to the corner. Tuhina turns down the three. Leger-Walker. Under 3 to go in Pullman. Motuga. As the defender fell down, Van Sluten appears to be hurt. Slow to get up, trying to shake it off.
Jam finger.
Yeah, but it left Motuga wide open, and Van Sluten still in pain. .12 Washington State lead. Van Sluten now will shoot free throws, as I like to say. They play hockey in Toledo. 6 rebounds, 1 assist. 3 of 4.
And you can just see Washington State's going to be smart about this. They're going to still run their plays, but
had a moving screen called, I believe, on Jessica Clark.
Run some time off that clock, but now, like you said, Oregon gets the ball back.
Van Sluten missed it inside. She's hurt again. Down on the floor, holding an ankle this time. Leger-Walker with the ball, and now an official timeout called as Van Sluten. Sluten averages nearly 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. So $1:52 to play. Washington State with the ball up by 10.
And Oregon really small right now.
Now Pau back on the floor. They need turnovers. They need buckets. 5 on the shot clock. Charlisse Leger-Walker drives on Pau. Jump shot goes from the baseline. Cougars up by 12. Leger-Walker into double digits with 11. And a foul called on Johanna Teder. And Oregon's been unable to claw back in. They got it to 4 at a moment.
Well, again, and you look at the shooting percentages, just not able to knock down the shots, shooting 33%, 27% behind the 3-point line.
Rogers with the free throws, 10-point game. Leger-Walker up to Tuhina. Stop and pop. Tuhina with 9. Rogers needs a quick one. The drive, there it is. India Rogers with 15 points. Leger-Walker now will slow it down under a minute to play at the Beasley Coliseum. Washington State trying to get to 17-9 on the season. They had lost 3 of 4 coming into this game. Oregon appears to be on their way to their 6th consecutive loss. Really unheard of in the Kelly Graves era. Gray at the other end will shoot a free throw.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough when you're able to put the ball in Tuhina's or Leger-Walker's hands for the Cougars. I think you just have too much experience out there.
Oregon not choosing to foul here. And I think they're content. Here's the drive by Charlisse Leger-Walker. Missed it. Chance for Oregon. Hansen. The finish. Timeout called with 12.5 to play. 7-point game. And both those games, Washington State was highly competitive. But Cougars have a hard time in L.A., so we'll see how that plays out. Murekatete with 2 more. She's got 17 points. Chance Gray leads all scorers with 18. Missed the shot. And that bucket will count for India Rogers. But Washington State with a 64-57 victory.